4 years ago, record numbers of African-American voters turned out to back President Obama, and in this election, many still do. But is there that same level of excitement and enthusiasm as there was back then? We've come to Pine Hills in Orlando to find out. In Gary Peters' barbershop, there's only one rule. When you sit down for a shave and a haircut, religion and politics are off limits. But when the client is your father and an election is just around the corner, sometimes rules are meant to be broken.
There is a sense of pride that we do have a black president, but it's not necessarily the color of the skin, but what the man can do.
And it's that emotion and pride that swept Barack Obama into the White House 4 years ago. But Gary thinks some of the fervour may now have worn off.
The enthusiasm of coming out like they did 3-4 years ago, not necessarily here. You know, I don't think we'll see an overwhelming attendance in the polls.
And voter turnout may not be the president's only potential problem. Political commentator Rick Fogelsong says some of the president's actions could be misconstrued.
High unemployment rates, bailing out large financial institutions. You can make a case that Barack Obama has done more for the wealthy elite, believe it or not, than he's done for African Americans and working class people in America.
Who would you take? Y'all taking anybody? You going by yourself, boy?
But like many in Pine Hills, Pastor Frank Thompson is proud of the president's achievements. For him, it's the highlight of a long and hard-fought battle for civil rights.
There's no way not to be proud. Does that have anything to do with that person's ability to govern and be the president? That's all going to be based upon their skills. But you can't change the pride.
Back at the barbershop, father and son are still breaking the rules, but it's made easier when they both back the same man.
Give the man the chance. Let him try to turn the thing around. Right.
So there's plenty of pride and support here, but it's voter turnout that will make all the difference. And you join us here in Winter Park, a suburb of Orlando, and you can see over my shoulder both Republican and Democratic supporters out pitching for their candidates. One sign here reads, "I vote for Obama." And of course, we are traveling down that I-4 corridor, that essential stretch of tarmac that divides this state both geographically and politically. And you can see over my other shoulder here, early voting has begun in earnest in the Sunshine State. More than 1 million people have already voted here, and you can see this line goes all the way around the building. We talked to the polling officer earlier, and she said it's been like this since early polling started, and she expects it to be like that all the way up to Tuesday. Of course, Florida is that essential battleground state. Out of all the 8 battleground states, this one has the biggest prize, 29 electoral college votes. It's an essential state for both candidates. It really is the road to the White House. And of course, the I-4 corridor, that road we will be traveling down all the way through until Tuesday, is known as the highway to political heaven.